Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another Case Simulator unboxing. We are going to get right into it. Oh, welcome. We may play anonymously. They updated it, by the way, so it's a little bit different. We can play anonymously, which we will do, because YOLO. And it seems as though nothing else has changed. I guess just the entry screen thingy changed. Yeah, that's about it. So we're going to be doing chroma cases once again. We're going to be doing a lot. Basically, I'm going to keep doing these until I either get a Man of War, the Galil. We've gotten a couple Dragon Kings, so that's not too big of a deal. Or the knife. Basically, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep doing chroma cases until I get one of those three. I don't care if it takes 10 episodes to get there. It's going to happen. I may even do a special where I do 500 cases. It'll probably be split up into like 3 or 4 parts. But that's a possibility. I may do that. I haven't really decided. I really want to do a special where I do like 500 to 1,000 cases. And either record it in separate little sessions and then put it all together in one big hour-long video or something. Or pretty much do this. By separate sessions, I basically mean I record for 10 minutes and I hit the stop and everything, so that way it's smaller files and everything else, easier to render, easier to process, and all that good stuff. So either I do it like that and I put it all together for one big video, or I do all that and just keep it in individual videos. I haven't really decided. I'm going to do that probably sometime February. That may be my Valentine's Day special. I don't know why that'd be Valentine's Day, but that may be what I do. 1,000 case marathon or special or something like that. Or maybe I'll do 2,000 cases. Or who knows? Maybe I'll go big and go 5,000 cases. I don't know. Anything could happen. So I'll decide that. I'll probably get back to you on that for the February update, which obviously will be happening in February. It's actually near the end of January. January flew by. I mean, it feels like just yesterday. I actually have this gun in real life. It feels like just yesterday it was Christmas, and then now all of a sudden it's the end of January. So, yeah. We got the dual Berettas. I'm not too concerned about purples. I've gotten all the purples, and I've gotten, I think, all the only pink that I haven't gotten is Cartel. Obviously, I haven't gotten any of the stat tracks of any of the good guns, so that'd be cool. But other than that, I don't really care. Obviously, I never really care about the blues, although this, I gotta say, this pack probably has the best looking blues out of any of the packs, or any of the cases, by far. Of course, I never get a stat track Dragon King. No thank you. I didn't want it anyway. But yeah, so February is upon us. That'll be pretty sick. We're just powering through. Currently, at the time of recording this video, remember, I'm always way ahead. Stat Track AK Cartel. Finally got the Cartel, $41 in the bank. Fantastic. I have no idea what that means. They added a new thing, coal. I don't know. It's underneath the money earned. I have no idea what that means, but nonetheless, we finally got a Stat Track Cartel. That's pretty sick. But as many of you know, I am always way, way ahead of what's being uploaded on the channel. It's just how I like to operate. I always like to be ahead. I don't like the stress of, I need to thinking, oh, I need to record these 3 videos because they're going up tomorrow. No, I like to be at least a week in advance on videos. But currently I'm about 3 weeks in advance. There's the Man of War that I want. And of course it's got to tease me. Currently I'm 2 to 3 weeks in advance at all times. And there goes the Galil that I want. Next thing you know, a knife's going to scroll right by my face. But yeah, so we're always 2, 3. But we're just trudging along. Currently I'm recording Unity. And then I'll be recording Mario. Those 2 will both be going up at the same time. And then I'll be doing Shadow of Mordor, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to get into a crazy semi-update video like I do sometimes during these. But that's just kind of tell you where I am, what I'm doing right now. Channel-wise, obviously, Borderlands and Game of Thrones are going up right now. So that's what's happening on the channel. But as for CSGO cases, I know I say this every time, but I'm not sure when the next actual CSGO case opening will be. I think in the last video, which went up, a couple days ago, maybe? I believe I said that it'd be early February. Now I'm thinking it's going to be late February. Revenue for YouTube or for my YouTube channels is down in January. I remember this. I've known this for years, ever since I've been doing YouTube. January is always the worst year because obviously companies don't spend as much. They just dumped a bunch of money into Christmas advertising, so they don't spend near as much in January. That's just how it's always been with YouTube. And in the 4 years or nearly 5 years that I've done YouTube, not necessarily on this channel, but just overall, it's always been like that. And it's like I forget that every year. So every January, it's like, oh, revenue's down, and then all of a sudden I remember. So I remembered again, and then that got me thinking. The revenue, it's a lot more than I ever expected this channel to get, but it's still not amazing. Oh, there's the Stat Track Dragon King, $70, $70 right there. The luck is on today. The luck is on. Let me tell you what. 2 Stat Track Pinks. That's not too bad. That is not too bad. Yeah, I just got very distracted. I have no idea what I was talking about now. But oh yeah, revenue. So revenue was down quite a bit. I mean, I don't want to get too specific on how much the channel is making. But let's just say that this month's revenue is roughly $40. I don't know, $50 less than normal. So there's that. $50 is quite a bit for me. I mean, I use the money that I generate on this channel to buy games for the next series that I do, to buy new equipment, whether that's recording software or new audio software. Currently, I really want to get some new editing software. I used to have Sony Vegas, and I lost that with my old computer. I wasn't expecting to lose it, but the computer kind of shit itself, and I couldn't find the key and everything, and I didn't have really anything to show support that, like show the Sony Vegas support that I owned it and everything like that. So I was kind of screwed out of luck on that. There goes the op. So I was kind of screwed out of luck on my original copy of Sony Vegas. Yes, I did buy it. I didn't pirate it or anything. I actually bought it, but that was kind of disappointing because I liked using Sony Vegas. Obviously, I could edit together pretty professional videos. So for the past, well, ever since this channel has started, I've been using pretty basic software. It's just freeware. So yeah, I've been using pretty basic software. Luckily, my channel right now doesn't require too much editing. It's just, a little bit of audio, a little bit of visual, but no like crazy editing or anything like that. But I really want to get Sony Vegas again, so that way I'm not going to veer off from walkthroughs, but I'd like to do at least like one video a month that's a little bit different than a walkthrough, whether it's a skit or an edit or something like that, or a review, whatever that may be. I'd like to be able to do that. So obviously I want to get that. I'm not really sure how that's going to go. I did contact my network because there's a new feature where it's support your channel or something like that. Fan funding, I'm pretty sure is the name. Where basically subscribers can donate to your channel. And I was going to open that up. I wasn't expecting in the first place, even when I thought about opening it up, I wasn't expecting that much. Obviously, I may not get anything, and obviously I wouldn't be upset by that. I'm not a huge channel, so if no one wants to donate, no one wants to donate. But I was thinking about at least opening that up for the possibility of someone donating. But to come to find out, my network doesn't have that currently. So I have to wait out. I either have to wait for that to become widely available on YouTube, or I have to do like Patreon or something. I'm not too sure if I want to do that. So we'll figure it out. Either I'll just toughen up and spend the several $100s that Sony Vegas costs, or I'll try Patreon or something to at least maybe someone will donate and help me cover for part of it. Or I have a couple other channels. I don't really talk about them on this because they're not anything related to video games. One's about motocross, another one's about motocross, and then one's about like TV and movies and stuff. So yeah, I don't really talk about those on here. I'll never mention the names. I'll never link them because I keep them pretty much all separate. Like the two motocross channels are closely related. They're talked about, but I never talk about the movie channel or the gaming channel on my motocross channel. I never talk about the motocross channel or this channel on my movie channel, and so on and so forth. So those create good revenue, but those are also, that money is mainly used for real life expenses. So there went a knife at the very beginning of that roll. So yeah, that's just kind of a throwdown. That was a very long explanation, basically say I may not be able to do it until very late this month. There went another knife because of the revenue being so far down. So there's that. So we'll just have to see what happens. I may still be able to do it. It may happen tomorrow. I don't know. There's always stuff that could pop up. But as of right now, it'll probably be late February, which is kind of disappointing. I hate pushing back CSGO openings. I know they're not extremely popular. I mean, they get 20 views or so. But I really like doing them. I think they're pretty exciting. So it always bums me out when I have to push it back. But yeah. So, we've successfully rambled this video. We rambled about the channel for a few minutes, and then we rambled about revenue. What's next on the list? I'm not really sure. I'm sure I'll think of something any minute now. There's dual Berettas. I have not gotten any reds, which, of course, the 2 reds are mainly what I'm after. So, of course, I wouldn't get there. What goes another Galil? I've been teased this whole opening. Yes, seriously, is going through my head over and over every time I roll. Oh my gosh, we're going probably at least to 100, I would think. Mac 10 crap. But yeah, so we're gonna ramble on a little bit more. If you're wondering why I ramble during these videos, for one, they're good videos for me to just ramble about things related to the channel without making a formal update and everything like that. But they also, I'm feeling a lot of dead air here, because openings, while they're fun to do, really the only reactions that you get is when you get something good, and that's few and far between. So that's why I ramble a lot, as to not make the video be like, oh, yes, quite, oh, purple, wow. That's literally what the video would be like if I didn't talk about anything else. Ooh, there's Dragon King. Nope, there's a system lock. So yeah, that's why I ramble a lot. So hopefully it doesn't annoy you too much, but it's really for your benefit, so that way you don't get super bored and immediately leave the video. But this is just gonna be another quick ramble about, I guess, goals for this year. I somewhat talked about goals in the last update video, but I didn't talk about like specific goals for pretty much everything. I talked about view goals, like for each individual video, but I can't remember if I talked about subscriber goals or overall view goals. So I'm going to talk about that real fast. Basically, the goal for by summer, so by mid to late June, I guess you could say, even though summer starts before that, I'm thinking around 1,000. If not 1,000. I'm thinking that's very possible. The subscribers have slowed down a tiny bit lately. I was moving pretty good for a few months there, and all the way up until the beginning of this month. And it's slowed down a little bit, but I assume it'll pick up. It always does. I always have these slow periods, and it picks up again. So I'm definitely thinking we have the pace to reach 1,000. That's 5 months away. So I definitely think we have the pace to at least reach mid 900 by then. Possibly 1,000. That'll be pretty sick. That was the ultimate goal for my channel, which I'm sure I've said this before, is 10,000 subscribers, which may not sound like a whole lot, but for a non-commentary channel, that can be a ton. That can mean quite a bit of not only views, but just, I'm gonna be kind of straightforward here. It also means a possibility for quite a bit of revenue. I never planned for this to be my full job. I never expected it to be. But, if the opportunity provided itself, I would not pass it up. Obviously, I'll be in college for the next few years. But, if, let's say, by the time I'm a senior, if I have 10,000 subscribers, and I still get a real oh, my gosh. I missed out on the stat track Galil. I graduate. Let's say I have 10,000 subscribers, and I have 2 or 3 million views a month, which isn't too far off for a non-com channel. You can have, on a regular, real commentary, regular walkthrough channel, if you have 10,000 subscribers, you're probably looking at a maximum of 500 to 1 million views a month. I've seen 10,000 subscriber non-com channels with 10 million views a month, just because if you're a non-com channel with 10,000 subscribers, you're probably getting at least 300, 400 views on each video you put out, you're probably putting out 5 to 10 videos a day, and you probably have over 2,000 videos. So all that adds up to a lot of views, even though that you may only be getting like 1,000 views a video. Once you upload them, or only 500 views within the first 24 hours. It still is a possibility for a lot of revenue, but let's just say I have 2 or 3 million. Oh, there's the Man of War. Fantastic. For only $40 though. That sucks. But that is one sexy gun. I would love to have that in real life, or in the real game, I guess you could say. Finally got the Man of War. That's pretty sick. But let's say I'm getting 3 million views a month. By the time I'm a senior, have around 10,000 subscribers. That could mean anywhere from $2,000 to like $6,000 a month, and I could get a regular job and then use that money to fund hobbies, to just do big things with the channel, to fund big projects with the channel. That'd be pretty sick. I hate getting into revenue stuff, but that's just kind of where that was going from the first place. So yeah, the ultimate goal for the channel is 10,000 subscribers. I don't care if that's 20 years from now. I'll still think of it as a big accomplishment, assuming YouTube's around 20 years. I think it will be. There's always that threat of a new website arising, but I think YouTube will at least be the main video website for at least the next 5 or so years, maybe even 10. So I don't think that our YouTube channels are too much, are in jeopardy really for the next few years. So I should be on the track to just keep growing for a while. There's Dragon King. Okay, we're going to go to like 115 or 110, depending on what I get. So yeah, 1,000 by summer, maybe 1,200, 1,500 by next Christmas. That's kind of the goals for this year for subscribers. And then views, it'd be nice to be around 500,000 by the end of the year. You never know. I could get a video that explodes. Views could just generally pick up. So you never know. I could end up with over 500,000. I could end up with less than 500,000. These goals, if I don't meet them, I'm not going to be too upset. This channel is mainly for fun. Yes, there's revenue involved. Yes, I want to increase that revenue. Yes, I use that revenue for things. But I mean, even if the channel wasn't making any revenue at all, I'd probably still be doing this, because I did do a gaming channel for nearly 2 years and made nothing on it. I was never partnered. So, I mean, it's not like I'm doing this for money or anything like that. But I set out the goals just as goals. I mean, everyone sets goals. So, I'm like everyone else. I will set goals. I guess we're going to 115 because I didn't get anything worth crap in those. So, yeah, there was a lot of rambling in this video, as usual with these. If I do 1,000 case special, there probably won't be any rambling. I'll probably just go straight through it, because I'll be trying to get through obviously 1,000 cases in a timely manner. It'll probably be an hour or so video, but these are just good for me to kind of, I guess, almost vent and everything. So hopefully it doesn't. If it annoys you too much, you can let me know or something, and I'll cut it out. We're gonna go to 120. All right. Yeah, no, I'm going to go to 120 anyway, because I hate ending on a weird number like 116. I can't believe we didn't get at least another red in 120 cases. That's pretty bad, in all honesty. Of course, I didn't want the op anyway. Didn't need it, didn't want it. There's another Galil. Next thing you know, we went to 121. Now I have to go to 125. I just keep flying. I get so sucked in. I keep flying by the stops. My gosh. There goes another op. I swear this simulator literally teases me all the time. Alright, last one. Come on. Big money. But a Desert Eagle, which, I mean, I guess the Neon Purple wasn't too bad. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We dumped $507 and made half of that back, which, I mean, I guess if you're dumping $507 into CSGO, you're either making videos like Kutra making a profit, or you're just filthy rich. So I guess if this was real life, I wouldn't be too worried about it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.